Hi everyone, welcome to Golfing Tips in Lockdown. This week we're going to talk about bounce. So what is it, why is it important, and how does it affect how we hit the shot? So bounce really, very simply, on all your wedges, it's on every club, but it's more important on the wedges because we want consistency around the greens. So if I balance the club on the back of my hand here, hopefully you can see the front edge is sitting a little bit up in the air and the back edge is sitting on the ground, or on the back of my hand in this case. And the angle is the bounce. So that's the idea, is to stop that front edge overworking and digging into the ground. So a couple of things in terms of, you hear quite often these days on TV, use the bounce, use the bounce. All that really means is to use the club the way it's designed to be used. So when I put the club on the ground there and I address it, I want the club to come back to that spot. And that is using the bounce, is the way it's designed on this club here. And that way the club interacts with the turf properly, we get the right strike in the right spin and more consistency around the greens. Quite often people change the bounce because they do something in their swings or their setup that doesn't really work when they come to strike the ball. For example, quite often we see people try and help the ball with their hands. What happens here is that the shaft tends to lean back, it's not in the original position, therefore the bounce will have increased. What happens when we increase the bounce? The club is in danger of bouncing off the ground, blading the ball, not the best result. We're going to see that ball scull across the green. Conversely, we see quite a lot of people overdo it with the forward lean. What does that do? It actually takes bounce completely away, and that front edge of the club, the leading edge, starts to over interact with the ground, and that helps us to dig in. Really difficult, especially with soft ground, to get any kind of consistency at all. So very easy to take too much earth, duff that ball. Certainly in terms of consistency, if you hit 10 shots like that, you probably get very little consistency in the way that ball is flying. So the bounce, incredibly important. How do you choose bounce? Well, there are diggers and there are pickers, and what I mean by that is some people swing steeply and that's a digger, some people swing more shallow and that's a picker. Neither is wrong, both are correct, but really important to choose the right bounce. So what I'd say is always chat to your pro, get some good advice. Diggers go for more bounce because we want to stop that club digging in. Pickers go for less bounce because we want slightly more. If you're a shallow swinger, we need that club to catch at some point so we can get the right strike. But the all important thing is use the bounce, use that club the way it's designed to be used, and you'll get much better results. See you soon. Bye.